Hello everyone. So today we're going to be breaking down a magazine. This specifically is for the SIG P320. It doesn't matter which magazine between this one and the Glock, they're just designed to fit inside their specific firearms. They're designed the same exact inside. So we'll do a quick breakdown on this. It was leaking some air, so we may find out in there that there's some bad O-rings. We'll replace those and get right on our way, see if we can fix this. First and foremost, we do want to use our tool here to make sure that all of our air is out. Make sure that little hole is pointing away from you. For the most part, I already released all the air, so there's nothing in there. We want to double check just in case. We always want to do another check as we unscrew this to make sure that we don't hear any air coming out and it doesn't sound like there is, because otherwise your pieces will go flying across the room. And these are not easy to find. This is actually the second video I've had to make because the first one, I lost that top piece. So in here, we have our piece to screw down. We have this metal circle, for lack of calling it what it is. You see that O-ring there? That's very yellow. We do have some yellow O-rings, so that may just be normal. But with the air coming out, it seems like either these O-rings are bad from the get-go or they're going to need to be swapped out anyway. So I'm going to put that aside. Our next piece is another O-ring, and it may be stuck in part because it is getting old and it's hard from all of that CO2. So as we can see, as we take that out, we have a small pin here and we have a spring, if you guys can see those items. So right there are all of our internal parts. Okay, back up here. So I'm going to change these out so we have some new ones. Bear with me as I find a couple here in a second. As usual, do be careful as you're pulling this stuff out, because you'll stab yourself. I've done it numerous times. So we will take these, throw these directly in the garbage, and get some new ones. So it does appear as though we do have some of these yellow rings. I'm going to try using one of these instead. I think those work a little bit better. I'm going to toss these old ones. So we're going to put these back in order. Our spring is going to go first, but the best way to put that in is for us to try to attach it to our little pin here and drop that in there. That should be sticking up just a little bit. We're going to take our bigger O-ring and we're going to fit that just around that right there. So it looks like that. We're going to take our smaller O-ring and we're going to put that inside. A little clue as to how to put this back is that you should never have a ring on a ring. So it should never be, we want to try to avoid metal on metal if we can. We want to try to avoid O-ring on O-ring. So with our O-ring here, we want this O-ring to be sticking up. And so it should look like that after we've entered it. This top piece, the screw, is then going to be fastened on top. I'm going to make a couple turns first so that I can get it seated. And now we will screw down until tight. And it's as simple as that. We can try filling it up now. If something goes wrong, we may have to swap the rings out again. If it's still losing air after you swap them out for the second time, then it may be a problem with the magazine. You can just put it in the fix-it drawer. If you have any further questions, just let me know as always. Thanks, guys.